Hello everyone, this is PJ.
And this is Sha, and welcome to the next episode of the SNS Diaries.
Very well, how are you, Jay?
Doing just fabulous.
Fabulous. After moving around things 100 million times, we are finally sitting down on the couch recording this video.
Yeah, no dramas at all.
No dramas. Shadow, you should just sit there and don't create no dramas for me, buddy. You have already moved that camera. Oh, well, that's the perks of having Shadow and Milo. How's your new year been treating you?
I must say I've had a very rejuvenating, re-energizing new year.
Oh, wow, that's some really big words
What
for me.
about
I tell you
yours?
that. Here is the thing. I am doing really, really good. This year has been too good to be true. The start has been really good. I know this is my year, and I am gonna do absolutely everything. When I say everything, I'm gonna work hard. I am not gonna worry too much about, oh yeah, this and that. All right, if I'm gonna get this expected results out of something. No. I'm just gonna keep working hard, put my mind somewhere, and just keep going. And this year, I've said to you a lot of times anyway now that how I am feeling, the vibes are really good, right? I just feel very well. I feel very, very positive about everything. So I feel really good about this year, and this start of this year has been good so far. It has only been 9 days anyway. So, so yeah.
I guess we have to wish all our audience a happy new year.
Oh, well, happy New Year's to all of you guys, and I hope this year you guys do much better than all those last years where you have not been able to fulfill your dreams, achieve your goals. You know what? Every year when, I don't know, this is in our human nature, right? That every time when we start something new, we are full of energy, full of promises to ourselves and our people that we're going to do this and that and all that. And then eventually we get off the track by mid of the year or by end of the year, and then everything goes away. And then we kind of wait for the next year to start again, to redo the things that we could not do this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yes.
Why do you think it is like that, Bob?
Good question. I think it's really difficult for people to develop what we call habits, right? Mm-hmm. You need to have habitual practice. And for that, you've got to do a lot of things repeatedly. Yeah. Many of us have motivation or enthusiasm right in the beginning, but then the discipline and the systems drop off. And this is the reason by mid-year, everything goes to chaos.
Yeah, you're right. But you know what? Discipline is such a thing, right? While we all say we want to keep up with disciplining ourselves all the time, but then obviously it's understandable that we are going to get sick, and then we are going to get, our mother's going to get sick, or father or girlfriend or kid and all that. There are so many other possibilities that will distract you from getting disciplined, right? It is just not humanly possible to be 100% disciplined on something, because every now and then, this is what I say, I have nothing against when people say I want to create this habit, I want to have my 100% discipline on something, but I say don't be so harsh on yourself, because you are human, and there are some possibilities that just out of your hand.
Well, you have a good point there.
Yeah. Oh, well, I always have good points, Maji. But there's always a but.
There's always a but with me, right?
100%.
Yes. But I think having that drive and the discipline is important. Yes, life happens. Yeah. I agree. However, what I said, to maintain that habit, you've got to have systems that would back you up. So when life throws curveballs at you, and you lose this said discipline, your systems back you up. Yep. So you've got something to go back to say, yep, I'm going to go back and keep at it and continue with where I was. So you don't end up going into a vicious cycle where you've dropped off and then you blame life because you've lost your discipline,
yes,
or your motivation,
Yeah.
and then just keep spiraling downwards.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And that's why, like, I always say this, and I believe in it as well, that in your general life, that is where you get up, go outside, go on about your day. Yes, there is a thing called discipline. Yes, you have to create that. Yes, there are some possibilities that are out of your reach, but I personally believe there is no such thing when it comes to your psychological mind. That is a discipline to in your mind to prepare yourself for something. I just feel that there is so much more that you get trapped with when you try to discipline yourself or discipline your mind. I'm just simply talking about the psychological life that goes in your mind about yourself, about your existence, about how you think about certain things. In normal life, in general life, which is, like I said, you have to go to work or you have to go to the gym, you have to eat certain food. There is a discipline, but then that comes with the control, right? If you're going to take that same discipline in your mind about your own life, about certain things that goes in your mind that are out of your control, then that discipline is very hard. No,
it's very hard to achieve. I
don't
agree.
even believe in that. But that is why, because I always talk about psychological life, about these mind games anyway. For me, that is more important than anything else. But I know you have a couple of things in your diary that you want to talk about, right? Is it the questions that?
Oh, yes. These are just questions from our last episode and comments.
Yeah. What are they? Just start with it. Let's
Do you want me to start with it?
Yeah.
Sure. Well, someone asked us, they want both of us to talk about the biggest green flag that we have found in each other.
All right. The biggest green flag. As in that...
You know what red flags are, right? I think a few years ago you were a walking red flag.
Sorry, I have been the best guy.
I said a few years ago.
So. Yes, don't bloody say it just like that. I have so many people who look after me and who are just waiting for the slightly.
I think they all would admire you were a walking red flag. Don't we agree?
No. No one admire red flags. They are the worst people ever. Anyway.
So let's not get deviated.
Okay, all right. So the green flag about each other. Is that the question, right?
Yes.
The green flag?
Yes.
About each other.
Yes.
I think you, my friend, not my friend, I'm going to get a beating for this later on. I seriously think I have learned a lot from you. Your biggest green flag is just that you yourself don't know, which you are always question yourself on it and you feel insecure about yourself. And I always see that in you, the way you have that leadership qualities in you, the way you carry yourself, right? That, and the way, just your vocabulary, just the way you talk, just all these things, right? I see that. And I see that, that these are, okay, maybe I took the question the wrong way. But that is about you being you, not in a relationship I'm talking about. I'm saying that is the biggest green flag you see in a person who you really admire and who you really look up to, right? You have that. In a relationship, I have learned a lot, from you. You have been the best of the best teacher I could ever have. Not just that you purposely taught me something, it's just that you have that nature of giving, of someone like me to just learn and admire of you.
So what did you learn from me, Bab?
To start doing things, right? To be a go-getter. I think that is something. I always say this, that I am not a very business person. I have learned that from you a lot. everything else I might had in me. But this thing, like who am I today, sitting here and even dealing in real estate, that is all you're giving, not someone else's. And I would not even take that credit away from her. And that's why I always even said it in the first episode as well, that I never wanted my housewife to be this or that, because a person,
A housewife.
oh no, sorry, no, a partner. And I didn't. Sorry, I'm sorry. Thanks for correcting. That just tells you that you're listening. I did that on purpose.
Of course, you did.
What I was saying, that I never wanted my partner to be a housewife, right? I wanted, because when you spend your whole day outside and you come back home, then you need that energy. You want to see that person doing things that will make you feel, that, oh well, yes, I want to do this and want to do that. Every day I come back home, and I might be praising you too much right now, and that's probably going to give you
A big head.
yes, of course. But
It's okay, you'll have your turn.
yeah. Oh no, I know I'm too good to be true. Every time I come back home, she's always doing something. Like, so when we kind of started this thing online, and now you're doing business, it's the best thing to say. And I really admire you for that. Well done, Bob. And I can see you doing things. I say that about myself all the bloody time, but you are going to rock the boat.
I hope so. It's
Yes,
going to be a big year for
100%.
both of us.
100%. Yes. So that is that. I think I've probably taken half an hour. So
Well, that was very kind of you, Maji. Thank
yeah.
you. It means a lot.
Oh, so you want me to ask you now?
Oh, I was going to say it anyway.
Okay, cool.
You don't have to ask me.
No, I can sit back and relax and have my cup of tea and listen to all of this. But she say that anyway. All right, come on.
Well, Bob was, of course, very kind in just painting the good picture of how I'm like or what I'm like. I think for me, the biggest green flag I've seen in you is your emotional resilience.
Oh, wow.
You might ask me what that is.
Oh, yes,
Go
please. Oh,
So
please.
essentially, you joke about the fact that I throw tantrums.
Oh, yeah.
They're a lot.
Yeah.
And I know for myself, they can be a lot too. And in the moment, you could get heated up, all of that, as we all do. But you're so quick to just turn back around, be the bigger person, come back and say, oh, I'm so sorry, give me a cuddle, or just do nice things to show me love, or be compassionate. That is only possible from someone who's got one, good EQ and really good amount of emotional resilience. For me, I find if I get upset about something, it takes a little while for me to get over that, or even to say, yep, I'll be the bigger person, apologize, and, just come to terms, essentially, because you need to be harmonious in a relationship. So that's something I've learned from you.
Yeah.
It's funny. I don't know if you remember a couple of days ago or a few days ago, we were having a conversation. I asked you a question to say, what was something that you learned about me? And when we were discussing this, your answer was, you seem to be more accepting. Yeah, that's what you said about me, right?
Yeah.
Reason that happened is because I've essentially mirrored and learned from you. So there you go.
I should have said it just now as well. So I could have recorded it on the camera and you'd be like,
Now this is on paper.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oopsie.
Oh my God. Here you go. No, but thing is, you're right. We talk about all these things all the time because I think it's very healthy in any relationship to talk about absolutely everything. And yes, we praise each other. Yes, we do that off the camera, on the camera, and everywhere. For me, it has. I believe in it that in any relationship, there should not be a case of a minute where you should fight and that should be spent on it. Yes, we are humans. We have thoughts, and thoughts make us react in this way and that way. But more sooner you can come to the realization of the plenty that of
Sure.
the yes that
Of the fact.
or the yes the sooner you can realize that yes, it's not worth arguing and making each other cry and going over it. It's good. Sometimes you have to vent it out, right? I understand that completely, but I just feel that it should just be up to that.
I think the issue lies is where you want to lead with ego, right? All of us have our own perspective, and we believe our perspective or perception is the right one. So then you have your opinion and your feelings associated to this, and you try to portray this to the other person who's not openly listening because they lead with ego as well. So this is when I was saying you do tend to be the bigger person and say, yep, that's fine, I get you. It's not easy for many to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it is understandable anyway, Bub. The way we have been programmed from a long time, and that is why I always talk about this, about the way we are and how we think. We all have this I in us for bloody some reason. And I always say that, if I don't have, yes, of course, in this conversation, while I'm talking to Bub or while I'm talking to you guys, of course, I have to use this I word, but in your mind, it should not mean a bloody damn thing. It's simply because you have I in you, and that makes you someone in your mind, right? And then you was like, yeah, I'm this and I'm that, I'm this and that. How dare you can say something to me, right? How dare he can say something to me, right? And that creates bigger problem. And that's what I have changed myself over the last few years now. I don't believe there is an I in my mind, in my head. Yes, once I am dealing in general life, I'm smart enough. You are smart enough. This world is smart enough to differentiate between what is I in here or no, I in a conversation. We all are smart enough, right? So when I say I in a general normal conversation, you have to just introduce, you have to go about your business that I do this and I do that. But I'm not taking this in here in my mind. I am just a normal, another human being because I just bloody think the same way you do. And same mechanisms, same emotions, same absolutely everything. Might be different on the level of experience you have or I have, but then again, there's the same bloody damn thing.
Interesting.
Oh, it is. It is. It's not interesting, right? The thing is, Bob, we always get so intrigued. Is the right word, right?
Yeah.
We always get so intrigued by when we listen to these kind of things, right? Because this is such a bloody reality check that, oh wow, we do actually like that. There is an I in our mind, but there is no I because we all bloody the same thing. We all think the same way. Like I said, my father think the same. My father cry. He's an Indian guy sitting in India with a turban, Sikh guy. I'm here. I walk around. I work with Aussie people, from all kind of different countries and all that. The point is, you cry the damn same way my father does in India. So if we are all different, and if you are superior than me, then why the bloody hell you are crying? And you will say, no, these are emotions. We are humans. We cry. Of course we cry. Then why there's so much bloody hate? But why are we going to get into all of this?
I was going to say.
But there is no stopping, When I talk about these things, I passionately want people to help themselves.
Yeah.
Not me helping you. How can I bloody help you when I need your help? I'm sitting in and crying for every dollar of your money. And do you think I will help you? Help you? How can I help you? If I am not 100% in here in my mind, my friend, I cannot help anyone. I'm not God. I am just another bloody damn human who's here sitting here preaching shit. Right? But I cannot help you. I can maybe talk and have a conversation with you. And that's not born to be 100% right. I'm just talking about psychological life. Let me be very clear. I'm not talking about, yes, you have to learn a bloody damn degree, get a degree and learn all these things about being an engineer and all that kind of stuff. Yes, of course you have to do that. But mind is, what is mind?
The mind is just a very fabulous organ.
Well, if only used wisely, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
Well, then what is wisdom anyway?
We could talk about this for hours,
I can,
but I
I
think
can.
let's move on to the next question.
100%, Majay. 100%. Like, move on, bro.
Move on. Yes. Okay. I thought this was timely for us to discuss. Someone asked us, what's one thing you both learned about each other in this past year that surprised you?
Oh, wow. Another one. The one thing that I have learned about you that surprised me. To be very honest, when I met you, and you know this damn well, I saw what you didn't even see in yourself. You might say, no, Bob, you're wrong. No. I said to her, I said, mic is made for you. Camera is made for you. You should come out of your shell and start doing this. I know, I've been doing this for a long time. I know people, I can tell the camera, the mic and all that, So I said to her, I said, you're so young. You have done so well in your career. It's a blessing, your hard work, luck, all that. But you have done that, right? And I said to her when I met her, I said, you have all these qualities. Maybe I'm surprised, all right? I'm surprised that you finally took me seriously and said, all right, Bob, let's do this online gig. There you go.
All right. We'll take that.
Of
we'll
course.
take that.
I'm very happy, surprised in a good way that she has finally, but it was not that much of a surprise anyway, because I knew she had it in her.
Sure. Okay. And from my end.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I
Yes,
love
we're
listening
all
to that.
waiting for this, aren't we?
I should put cameras all the time around here, right?
Okay, so for me, I think it really has to be your determination. When I first met you, I think just with how, I shouldn't use the word boisterous, so I'm trying to think what's the better word to use. You were someone with a very big personality.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. At the same time, you were, a big talker, all of that. But in my mind, I was like, okay, yes, but what are you doing?
Yeah.
How are you driven?
Yeah.
If you were so, you would be doing something else. Like maybe you would have been a really famous actor or not saying you're not a social media star or an influencer.
No.
You are, but to the extent, you understand. My thinking was as such, where I was like, yep, if you were so determined, so driven, you would have been in places by now, right? With how much you would speak.
Yeah.
Because you had such a big personality. But in this last year, I have seen you go through troughs, climb hills, do so much, make really swift decisions, wanting to change careers. You've also really just worn all sorts of different hats to be able to get to where you are today.
Yeah.
I think that really impresses me, and it has surprised me in terms of how resilient you have been, because I know of days when it's been a lot for both of us, right?
Oh, yeah.
And when you make any kind of change in your life, forget about really big ones where you decide you want to move, because we've moved countries. I'm sure you can relate and resonate. So when you want to pack up your life and move again and restart, and not just restart with just in a new place, but with a new career, with absolutely everything and a new leaf in life, that's not so easy to do. But I've seen you do that really graciously.
Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, like, it has been only gracious because I have you with me. I am a lost soul when like even sometimes when she has to go away, and
He's like a little puppy.
yes, I'm like, you're living with Shadow and Milo. They probably need you
Puppy
more.
with two puppies.
They need, but that is me, and I think over the time, regardless of what you have done in the past, right? Your true self will always come to you, right? And it's just the time that I had to see that, and I'm very grateful, to have her in my life, yeah, and I'm very thankful. And she's been the, main reason of many, many things that I have changed my life. And this is just the starting, boy.
I was just going to say, the feeling's mutual.
Oh,
And
God.
this is just the beginning.
Just the beginning. We are doing many things, and obviously Sha has introduced her business online.
Yeah, how exciting for
Very
me.
exciting. This is
We sort of skipped the ball and jumped the beat a bit. Bub should have actually asked me why I said I've had a really re-energizing, rejuvenated New Year period.
Oh, yeah.
But he didn't, and we sort of skipped over this whole thing, didn't we?
But the thing is, like, she is like, Bob, say this. Bob, say that.
I did not say that.
No. I mean, like, not in a way that, say these things and that, right? So she, like, obviously she is someone who's very perfect, right? Oh, this.
I'm a planner and I'm very meticulous.
100%. And I'm like, all right, Bob, give it to me. Tell me, right? And like, put on the cameras. All right, okay, what are we talking about? Okay, this. But then again, right, my concept of all of this is that's the natural talk. Yeah. This is how me and her will talk in off the cameras. And I want to keep that originality, just like this, right? And that is why I don't want to prepare for anything. It should come as it is, and I'm just happy that it comes. And I hope you guys like it. But yeah, talking about your business. All right, I last time we didn't talk, so let's talk about it. Tell us about your business. Tell us about what you're doing. And yes,
Couple of things happening for me on top of my 9 to 5 grind, of course. So essentially, this year I anticipate it to be a really big year for me. I started off with some intentional journaling, which led to, of course, me being me, planning and deciding certain milestones for myself in this year. Part of which was I, of course, wanted to introduce what I wanted to do. When PJ mentioned in the last episode, it was about helping people, which really resonates with me. For any of you that do follow me on social media, you would have seen there has been an introduction. I very busily was slogging away on my laptop for a few days. Who would have thought this little girl could develop a website? But I built my own website for my consulting and mentorship or strategy work, I should say.
Yeah.
So what that is, I've named it The Standard by Sha.
Yep.
And in a nutshell, what that is a bit of a mentorship program or a consulting program. Think of it as what you may. I'm your best friend, somebody who is super strategic, who can help you at any part of life that you're in at the moment. And you could be struggling with, say, getting your business off the ground, or you have a passion project maybe that you want to see grow, where you want to build it into a business, but you don't know where to start. Hey, who better to help you with that, right? Here I am sitting in front of you guys today, where I had this idea or thought in my mind 3 years ago, and I've been able to successfully bring it to life. Other aspect of it was essentially my years of experience in operation, where I was always told I'm an empathetic person. And as Bab was just saying just now, that I have some sort of a light in me where I teach people or show people certain things. I want to utilize this to give to more people, essentially. And that's how the Standard by Sha began. So guys, check it out. I'd love for you all to see it's not just a pretty website, but it will give you a little bit more of an in-depth introduction of what I do or who I could even help out.
Yeah.
And the point of difference I'd like to mention with what I do is you all would have heard the term AI, and it is such an overwhelming thing at the moment. Every industry has got concept of AI in it. However, I've done lots of research. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Maybe I am. But if anyone has something else to show me, I'd be really keen to hear. But what I have found is where people offer coaching or mentoring or any type of support in this regard, I've not seen a good utilization of the AI platform. And this is something I wish to integrate with what I do from CBT or anything to do with your cognition and behavioral aspect. If we were to work on that, your health aspect, you as a holistic person, I'd be utilizing and leveraging on AI when I'm providing any type of assistance to you, because there's just so much to tap into in that regard.
But now, another beautiful thing about you, Bab, is that you've been working in your industry for such a long time.
Yeah.
Right. And being so young and driven, and that's what we need today's time anyway. People who, like, it used to be back in the days, or if you are old and you have gained 50, 30, 40 years of experience,
Yes.
then only you're good enough, right? But today's time is very different, right? And it's a blessing, for you. No, obviously it's a blessing, but then again, it's your hard work as well. That you, in such a young age, you were doing what you were doing. Not many people would be able to do it. Like someone like me, like what was I doing? I bloody had to pack my bags and go back home. But that's the thing, right?
I guess I was lucky that I started off early.
Yeah.
But I do have 15 years behind me in leadership and management.
Oh,
So
that's the thing. Like only being 31 now.
Yeah.
And then having 15 plus experience of what is that? I mean, like what you were started bloody when you were
17.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, so this is amazing. Good work. And if the people out there, I always say that, right? As much as I talk about psychological life, I always say that out there in your career, in your normal life, 9 to 5, where you have to go out there, work, make money for your family, save up. Obviously, you need better careers. And right now, in that regards, there's so many options out there and so much help. So that is why she is there, right? And I can only tell you because I've been with her and I've seen that. That how much she has to offer. So I have no doubts that you are going to grow and you're going to help many people. So thank you. Good job. Well done.
Thanks, Bob.
Hats off.
We didn't talk about my second avenue as well.
Oh yeah. Go for it. We have a business number 2 as well.
Business number 2, the introduction of Shantala.
This PJ and Sha, they're taking over, brah.
Taking over, bruh. Yes, indeed. Well, again, let's maybe circle back to what I have lately been posting on my social media.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about building their personal brand. I think I want to take a step back before I introduce what I've been wanting to do in the e-commerce space. I want to explain the why to everybody. So just like how I said, I wanted to leverage on AI and do things which are scientific or science-led should be the better term. I've always been a creative ever since I was a youngster. Apart from being so strategic with everything else I do, interestingly, I am a creative. I really enjoyed dance as a child. I was very artsy. I draw, sketch, all of that. And, even did a bit of painting once in a while and was quite poetic.
And the master chef as well.
Oh, yes, that too. And that comes with the creativity, right?
Oh, yeah.
And the way I even plate my food because I'm artistic.
As much as you are talking about yourself, give yourself a pause, man. Like how lucky I am, right? I got all that. What did I bloody do? Oh, but I did a lot of shit.
You did a lot of shit. That's a story for a different day, maybe.
No, that's not a story for any bloody day. We are not talking about that. I'm done with that. All right. Please continue.
Anyway, so my artsy side wanted to develop something for years. And 3 years ago, I had this crazy idea that I wanted to start a fashion boutique. Anyhow, fast forward to 3 years from then, lots of research, lots of reflection and thinking about what I'm passionate about and what I want to build. And there came Shantella, thanks to Bub's idea, which is the reason Shantella has now become Sha.
Yeah.
And so Shantella by Sha was born, and you guys might be so confused with so many terms of Sha and Shantella right now. Anyway, this year I look to officially launch my science-led luxury fashion line as well. My commitment behind this is that I'll maintain my heritage. At the same time, the sustainability aspect, and I will be creating some really special, luxurious pieces, which is just going to change the game.
Yes. And I know the designs. I know everything.
Of the first launch.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is a very nice concept. But I am, like I said, I'm just not surprised. I'm just finally happy that she is doing what she should have been doing. She has been doing a lot, man. But it just feels like I'm praising her a lot right now. Bragging about it. You guys can say that, right? But yes, she has all that. And I'm super happy for you, Bob, for us, and for people as well. I mean, like they're gonna get benefit from it a big time. We just can't wait. I can't wait to finally see it, so I can, finally start being your salesperson with all the real estate that I do,
and my model, hopefully.
Yeah, the model as well.
So I'm not allowed to be one.
Oh, well, there was no the terms and condition of the contract you signed.
Sure, Bob, sure.
Oh, yes, So no, that's jokes apart. I mean, like, she can do whatever except, okay.
What?
Except, you know what I mean? Like, no. I mean, she is, do whatever. I'm just happy that it's finally out there and she is a boss lady and a lot of things going to come out. We are doing a lot of things this year. And yes, I would not even say sky is the limit because there is no bloody damn limit. You can only limit yourself by saying whatever you want to say, but there is no limit, There is a limit to sky as well. Guess what? The gravity, motherfuckers.
So, Bob, okay, thank you about gravity. But to pull you down, he says. We spoke so much about me, right?
Yeah.
I'm keen to know what that post was that you put up on TikTok recently. As to what you see yourself doing this year.
Oh, yes, of course. When I started real estate, I tell you this, I have that in my mind that what I want to do. There is no stopping me from that. And I'm going to tell you this all because I want to share, man. You guys should bloody know that I am not just doing real estate in Sunshine Coast. I'll be doing nationwide. Australia will know that there is PJ. And I am soon doing it in Melbourne, in Brisbane, everywhere. And then Netflix, baby. And then Dubai. I am going absolutely everywhere. And that is going to happen. Nothing, I'm telling you these guys, nothing is going to stop me. I'm going to do it this year and the next year. 2 bloody damn years are mine. And I'm not being cocky about it. I am just bloody a damn confident guy.
Year
And
of the sun, baby. Year of the sun.
Oh well, year of the sun too. And I'm gonna do it. Yes, come with me. Watch this journey. Because I have done so much shit, as you all know, right? Now is the time, to do something better. And you support me, you don't support me, that's fine. I'm not here for all of that. I know my hard work, as you should, all of you. If you do your hard work and you believe in yourself, you know what you're doing, that's all you need. The universe is a bloody beautiful thing. It will sing songs in your ear that you will like, oh wow, these are very beautiful songs that you have never heard before. I'm telling you, these guys. So I'm going to do it. And that is why I posted something on TikTok. I said, motherfuckers, I'm coming. I'm bloody damn coming. I don't care. But I'm working hard. I know myself, yeah. My mind doesn't stop. And it would not stop, because I want to go achieve many, many things. And I'm going to do it, Bob. And I'm very happy that I have this beautiful woman with me, who is supporting me, helping me, encouraging me, helping me, so many other things, cooking me nice food, looking after me. And yeah, it's life. Life is good.
Life is good.
And with that, I think it's a good note to finish this episode, right? Was there anything else that you wanted to say? I mean,
I think that can wait for the next one.
All right, yeah, I think that's good. I mean, it's a good note. I'm all pumped up now. I can break some bones and no bones, no bones, no bones. I can just break some walls, maybe, because I'm
You're
charged
fired
now.
up.
Yes, baby. Yes, yes. No.
People do other things when they fired up, not break walls.
See, this is dirty, dirty bloody mind. Anyway.
Excuse me.
No. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Anyway. With that, we are gonna go break some walls. See you later. Have a good one. Enjoy yourself. Keep watching us. And we see you soon. Bye-bye.